Hello guys, hope you are welcome to the stream. Let me start the stream in 5 minutes. I hope you all did well in a recent DSA Renderments contest. Is my voice audible? Okay, let's start with the approaches and thoughts and intuitions. In recent DSA Munch contest, it is rated. If you don't know, it will be on every Monday evening, 6 to 8 to 8 maybe. If you are available in that time, you can attend this. It contains a total of 6 questions, two easy, two medium, and two hard. My ranking was 172. I don't know total how many people attempted. Maybe assume like 1,000 members attempted. I am in a 172. In total 6 questions, I solved five questions, solved one hard question, and unable to do this. It's a standard basic problem, but I don't know the process. I will learn in this life. Okay, about this question, we will start explaining one by one. If you guys are ready. Okay. Without further ado, we will start with the first question. Okay, I think the screen is visible now. Win the league. In the Premier League, we have two teams that are competing for the title. Team A has more points, Team A win, B has more points, B wins. Like assume it like two teams, core of two teams, Team A and Team B. Okay, it's just a simple if condition. What we need to do is just writing if A equals to B, return we need to return string. Else, also, else if A greater than B, we simply need to return Team A in cap. Don't forget case sensitivity. Else, we need to return Team M. Oh, okay, we'll solve it. It's just a basic thing. It doesn't have any explanation. Just simple if conditions. If you are unable to solve this question, you need to focus on syntax, its conditions, control structures, and all. Question number two. You given a list of integer heights of n mountains. For each peak, you need to find the next higher peak. that comes after the list. Think in a way like this. If okay, let me explain the question clearly. Okay, let me copy a case. I hope it's visible. Now assume these are like a height of some tower. There is a 6 meter height tower here, 5 meter height tower here, 3 meter height one here, and another 6 meter height one here. What we need to return is an integer array where it must contain at like here. Assume for second index, ignore the first one. Assume the second one. Is there any higher tower than current value? Like here, the current value is 5. Is there any larger tower, like higher tower than the current height? If on the right side, he clearly mentioned the latter one. So on the right side, we found that 6 is the highest tower that is greater than 5. So here the answer would be 6. Same goes for 3, 6. And for 6, there is no higher tower later this, so it's -1. And for starting 6 also, there is no larger tower than 6. Here, like these both are at same level. So we can't tell that this tower is bigger than this tower. So what we do is we simply keep -1. -1, 6, 6, -1. This is the answer for the case. Yeah. So we will take another example like uh, 6, 4, 7, 9, 3, 1. Okay, like this. And 4 here again. Okay, 3, 1, 4. Ignore this. Okay, if you instead of iterating from the left, iterate from the right and check. It would be very easy if you iterate from the right end, like end of the array. For 4, assume like you have some box. It had it will give a next highest tower in the list or uh, the the towers in ascending order. It stores the towers in ascending order, and it will let it will help you to decide what would be the next highest tower than the current height. We assume like that. We will design it later. Currently we have 4 here. Then the current list is empty because it's the last value. So we simply keep -1 and we push this 4 into the list like bucket. We push it into this, and the next value is 1. For 1, there is a highest value, like there is a greater value than 1, that is 4. So we we keep 1 down here, and we use that 4 value as an answer for here. And for same goes for 3. There is a greater value than 3, but this 1 is smaller than 3. So we simply ignore this one. We simply pop this 1 and maintain 3 in the list. 4, 3. But answer for the current value is 4. Okay. There is no greater values in the list. But first, what we are doing is we are to remove all heights that is less than current height and store answer which is larger than current height. So what we are doing, we initially pop all the values that are less than 9. So we popped everything. Later, we need to find is there any value greater than 9? The list is empty here, so here the answer would be -1. And we need to the third step would be push current height into the list. So the current height would be 9. For 7, there is no smaller element than 7. So we use 9 as an answer here. So the greater element. The third step is push the 7 into the list. So 9 comma 7. There is no smaller elements than 4. There are no smaller elements than 4. There are no smaller elements than 4. So no popping. What is the next greater element? Next greater element would be always at the lowest. So that is 7. We place 7 here and place 4 below the 7. Next, pop all smallest elements and like place 7 here, put 6 into the stack, like list. This this list what we are talking, we can we can use stack here or queues. The standard one is we are using is DQ. So with the DQ, we can do the main ability of DQ is assume it is the data structure. We can push and pop at both ends. We can perform. It's not like a normal queue. In normal queue, we can only push at last and insert at first. LIFO, it follows LIFO, last in first out. But this DQ is can able to perform LIFO and FIFO. Simply we can do any operation at any end, but only at ends, not at random positions. So we use this technique. In my submissions, you can check. Yeah, see, I will use this code template as per. See, you can observe three simple steps. Step number one: pop all values that are less than current height. See what I am doing. From the list, I am popping all values which are current than we are less than current height. See, you can observe here until the list is empty or we found any value that is greater than the current height. When we found that there is a value that is greater than the current height, we simply using that value as an answer and storing it into the result. Later, we are inserting the current value height to the loss of that list. We can perform the same. Mhm. We can run. I'm not typing the whole code again. It's a simple. In explanation, you can understand logic. Many people follow different languages. So writing in C++ only would confuse the other coders, so I'm simply using my previous solution for the explanation. Okay, for next question, it's another implementation type question. In previously we got like Recently, I said about we have a queue, we can only insert at last and delete at first. And you guys know about stack. We can insert at top and delete at top. It follows last in, first out. Sorry guys. It follows first in, first out. FIFO. It follows last in, first out. Previously, my bad. In queue, it follows first in, first out. The one which enters first, which leaves first. But in stack, the thing which enters first, which will leave first. Which enters first will leave last. So, what we need to do is we need to perform stack operations with two queues. So, what I did is simply pushing all this element into this. Uh, I maintain a queue, two queues. Whenever I want the first element to pop, like last element that I insert to be pop, what I am doing is I am reversing the queue. Like reversing means simply popping from this queue, pushing into this queue, and when I reverse the elements, the last become first and first become last, right? So we are simply following LIFO with FIFO, but it takes more operations. So here no constraint about time, so we can do at most like we have 100 operations to be performed. So it would be acceptable. See here my solution for popping, unless the list size become one, unless the list size become one, I am popping. When it become one, I am popping that last element, and the rest of the values I am putting back into the list like queue. Same for the top, we just pop the last element and putting back into the same queue. In popping, we don't put back the last element, but in top, we need to put back into the last element. Empty is simple like a empty function. Next question. We are given an unweighted tree, a graph, whatever. Unweighted graph. We need to find the distance between two nodes. What I did is simple BFS. Using breadth first search technique, we can find the distance between two nodes. Let me explain. Like we had an unweighted graph here. Assume it like X and this is Y. We need to find the shortest path between these two nodes. The shortest path would be like A, B, C, D, E. The shortest path would be X to A, K to Y. So we need to find the length. Length means the number of edges it passing through the shortest path. The length would be 2. How can we find this? We simply use breadth first search. Like we initially iterate at level 0 could be X. Then we iterate the next level, like all the neighbors. What are the neighbors of X? A comma B. Okay, we mark them as visited. We don't need to fall in a loop, so we are marking them as visited at level 1. We are visiting A comma B. Now, what are the adjacents of A? It is Y. Y and E. What are the adjacents of B? D and C. At level 2, these are the elements. At level 2, we found the value Y. So, the answer would be 2. By this, I am finding the answer. Okay. Don't forget to mark them as visited once you visiting any node. Okay. Or else it will fall into the complete loop, like infinite loop. Initially pushing the current value into the queue. Later later I am iterating at each level. After iterating at each level, incrementing the current level, marking the visited array. That's it. Returning a -1 if I don't find, like it may be a disconnected array, like a disconnected graph. Whenever, like there would be a case where this is x and this is y. There is no path between x and y. So here answer would be -1. They mentioned that if you don't find any path between the two nodes, you need to return -1. There is no path here, the condition. So I get -1 if I don't find the result. Here I am checking whether I find the result. The current level is the distance between both nodes. So I'm returning the current level. That's it. This is somewhat interesting question. You need to have knowledge on disjoint set union to understand my solution. Okay. What he's telling is there are n queries. There are like n queries. You have initially, sorry, there are few queries. You have initially n cross m matrix. Initially, the all cells are water cells. Like every cell contains the value 0. So every cell contains value 0. So at each query, if you give the coordinates of like x comma y, you need to convert this cell as a land. A land is connected in horizontal and vertical direction. So if I had land here, I had land here. If the new land appears here, then it completely become one island. Like this all part will become one new island. So after each query, we need to determine number of islands present in the matrix. So what I am doing is whenever I am placing a new value, I am marking as the new parent here, like new island. I am labeling it with like wait, let me empty the array. So okay, here I am placing a island. So the label for this island is 1. And here I am placing a island. The label for the island is 2. Here I am placing an island, but before placing, before labeling the island as a new island, I need to check whether it is connecting to any island. See here, it is connecting with the island one. So I will name here too. It is connecting with the island one. So I will name this island also as island one because it is connecting. So it belongs to the island one. So whenever I am marking this island here, it's combining two islands, right? This operation is known as union, where the island 2 and island 1 is connecting by a cell. It is marking as so it will mark as island 1 and it will also replace this one as well, this one to an island 1 with the interior implementation. If you know about a union operation, I am making union here like a random, not a size based union. We have two types of unions, rank based and size based. I am not discussing about that. Whatever process we follow, it will be acceptable here. So whatever we are doing, we are compressing coordinates at later. So it would be easy when extracting number of islands. Okay, after performing that, the number of operations would be 2. That's good. Okay, I don't need browser storage. Yeah. 0 viewers, man. Okay, whatever the changes we do, like whatever changes, sorry. So whenever we combine this both, ignore this thing. Whenever we combine both islands, it will be completely united with a disjoint set union technique. If you don't know about this, please learn. Then only you will understand. Here is my code. Here I am finding the parent, finding the label of the current island. Here union, union operation between two islands. This is the code, like a current label, parent like matrix, directions for checking horizontal and vertical. Here is the current marking cell. I am checking in all four directions. If I found any adjacent island, I am making union with that island. Later, if I don't find any island at four directions, I am labeling this current island with a new label and updating label. After updating, I am checking number of islands. If the map contains the key value and pair value, the both values are same, then it is considered as a parent island. So the main label island. So we will increase the count and push them into the result. That's it. Only these questions I was able to solve. How many questions you guys able to solve? Okay, no viewers, no problem. Okay, without late, we will let's dive into the lead code, daily challenges, count number of special characters, two. Two in the sense, okay, I forgot doing solving yesterday's one. Okay, I will initially go to the yesterday's one, so I will get some idea to how to solve this question. Okay, written number of special letters, the what? Like both the lowercase and uppercase appear. A, B, C, yeah. We can use the frequency map, but I will use a counter for optimization. In like a lower map and upper map. For lowercase, I am using separate map, and for uppercase, I am using separate map. I am iterating through the string, and if the current character is less than A, then it is uppercase, right? Then UMP of 5t is only lowercase and uppercase are present in the okay thing. Yeah, P of 5t minus uppercase plus else LMP of 5t minus a plus. So wherever I found both lowercase and uppercase, I will increment count there. That's it. Yeah. Will I get 100%? Yeah, see 100% beat without using math, using counter. Okay, let's go for today's pivot table. And every lowercase occurrence of C, like that character, appears before first uppercase occurrence. Ah, very simple. We also maintain a flag. This is the most simple code that I ever seen. Most simple question. Same lowercase, uppercase map, and flag of 20 space. Flag must be one. Yes, if IT minus IT is less than A, then it is uppercase UMP of IT minus A plus plus. And I will mark, uh, not necessary for marking here. Else, here we need to mark the flag. If UMP of IT minus A, we find uppercase here. So we need to check for the relative lowercase, right? Int D equals to IT minus A. So that D in uppercase was true, then f of D equals to 0 and LMP of D plus plus. We need to return the count, right? Yeah. E equals to 0 for int I equals to 0, I less than 26, I plus plus, if f of I and LMP of I and QMP of I, then increment C, return C. Why that much time? 2 milliseconds? Will we get 100% this time? What do you guys think? Oh no, 77% only. What the 100% guys do? They are using this fast optimizer and yeah, same frequency like count arrays. Okay, okay. We was able to solve this with a better approach. Yeah, this is a better approach. You guys have any doubts? If yes, I can solve. Okay. I don't have any motivation to go any further. We will meet after codechef contest today. I hope that would be a better chance. Like many people will join for the solutions at least. Okay, I will wait. The stream goes up to 40 minutes at least. Currently it is 36 minutes 22 seconds. Meanwhile, what I will do is I will just show my profile. I am currently rated 2158 in lead code. Attempted Official attempted was 101, unofficial was more than 150. I usually use some second account for you guys try to remember whenever you hit the peak rating, you need to skip to minimum at least one rating for one contest. You need at least one contest for the time gap to make that. So what I did was I immediately attempted the next contest from here. So this is my first peak rating maybe. Uh, See, from here there is a continuous downfall. I feel like I lost everything. From 2100 to I completely lost. Again, I fall back with some proper preparation before contest. Keep practicing every day, solving, learning new techniques. See what I achieved. A consistent 3 or 4 problems every contest. And finally, with a 4 by 4, rank 195, I reached Guardian. I thought I will achieve Guardian at 100 contest, but it takes one extra contest for me to reach Guardian. It, in 100 contest, my wrong submissions are at high peak. I know. Weekly contest 489, right? Let me see. This was my long contest. Okay, ranking. Okay, see here 35 minutes, 7 incorrect submissions on this problem. And I was unable to solve this one too. Imagine what February Bongring math. What was the title? This is a string thing. Yeah, longest almost palindromic substring. Yeah, I remember. And it was very bad. Sorry at the moment. That's it about my profile. You guys can follow me in lead code so that I know what you guys are cooking. See here, the ratio between the problems I solved was more medium questions, less easy. Try to skip easy questions, probably. It's no use after you solve 100 easy questions. It's not necessary to solve more easy questions. So whatever you do, start with an easy question. Like for a grilling day, you need at least one problem solved, right? So To get that motivation, start with one easy question, try with as many medium questions as you can, and end with at least one hard question. Then that grind would be very productive. See my grind at 2025. Yeah, this is my peak placement session. Right. Here it started, here it is ended. Here I got some demotivated thing. Later, again, I fall back into the coding realm. From here, I started pushing to the my goal to reach Guardian. Yeah, I started at 2024, 2025, current 2026, maybe approx 3 years. Okay, can we end the stream now? Yeah, exact 40 minutes. Yeah.